Yes, good day, ladies and gentlemen, fans and viewers in the page. Welcome to today's update and today's edition. I have been away, I've been in the Gaza Strip trying to couple a lot of updates exactly the way it is so I can present it here in the page to my fans and viewers exactly how it is. Welcome to today's update and today's edition. What we do in this page is international news. We present international news of the happenings in Israel and in the Gaza Strip to our viewers and followers here in the page. If you are watching from Facebook, follow the page and give us a thumb up in the like section. Let us know what you feel about this very video in the comment section. If you are watching from YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel, is Tel Aviv Reporters TV. Follow us on Twitter on our S handle, is Tel Aviv Reporters TV. All right, we all know a lot has been going on in the Gaza Strip. The ceasefire agreement has been signed and sealed by President Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel. But still yet, the Hamas there in the Gaza Strip has been violating the ceasefire agreement deal, and they've been crossing the yellow line as always. Hamas has been given a lot of days and a lot of weeks to return every hostages and the deceased in their captivities, but still yet they've not met up with the update and they've not met up with the task to return every hostages and the deceased that is still in their captivities. Right now, the Red Cross is inside Gaza Strip in help with the Egyptian artillery units searching for the deceased body that is still remaining in Hamas captivity. Alright, as you all know, Hamas has been violating the ceasefire agreement deal. Hamas has been given a lot of days to return every deceased in their captivity, but still yet they've not returned it. Without wasting much of your time, I would like us to go into the video that we have here today. Listen to Hamas Commander Sergeant Major as he's here to bring us updates in the Gaza Strip. Believe you me, a lot of work is still going on inside the Gaza Strip. The IDF are not giving up, they're not relenting till every deceased is being returned back to Israel for a proper burial ceremony. Welcome to today's update, ladies and gentlemen, fans and viewers in the page. Quickly, let's listen to Commander Sergeant Major right inside the Gaza Strip. Welcome to the video update that we have here. Let's go.
As the sun goes down this Shabbat, it's nice to be out of uniform for the weekend. It's nice. It's a little breather, but I'm still not released from my Army service. They told me still continue to observe this ceasefire, and there's plenty going on in the other fronts, and be vigilant. You know, we got the red, white, and blue drones now above Gaza. That's right, America joining with us. They're observing the ceasefire. They're also observing Hamas breaking the ceasefire all the time. They're observing, and there's a gathering of soldiers of various countries. I don't want to say what they all are. Haven't met them yet, but they're in the south of Israel. And we're seeing this part of the plan, you know, essentially effectuate and come to pass, where you got these different soldiers in the south. And so I'm just wondering how all this is going to work out. And you do have the Lebanese outlets saying that Israeli drones are also carrying out strikes in southern Lebanon. It's true, in the town of Ta'ul, and making sure these Hezbollah will not continue to do what they're trying to do and rearm and do another conquer the Galilee plan and all that whole thing. You know, enough's enough with this jihadism. Hamas is playing games. We know. I mean, there's intel that maybe they don't know where the rest of the bodies are, or maybe they do. Supposedly some will be released today. So you'd think, you know, some people are like, hey, do you remember where I put my, you know, favorite baseball mitt? Oh, I think you had it over there when you played last time. You'd think they'd remember murdering and burying Jewish people. You'd think somebody would remember. I mean, it's just kind of crazy. But, you know, I look back when I think of this murdering of Jewish people just because they're Jewish, and you think back to that ambulance, right? The death ambulance, it's called, where 18 Israelis were hiding from the missiles, from the massacring Hamas, and they hid in this ambulance. Some of them were injured earlier from gunfire, but what happens is all these Israelis were there together, about 18, and RPGs shot this ambulance. And they cry international law, but they fired RPGs at an ambulance back. I'm talking back in October 7th, killing everybody. It took 7 whole months to identify the remains of every last victim, because I don't want to go into detail, but you can imagine multiple people's blood in 18 people. And so it seems that Hamas does have access to at least another 8 bodies of our people, and they better release them. They said they would. They better do it. A lot of people are saying, hey, what's with all the tension of Judea and Samaria, the promised land, the heartland of the promised land in the Bible? Just read the Bible. It's simple. Okay, Trump may not have read those verses, but there was this vote that happened, and so Netanyahu says that the bills that were sponsored there were not sponsored by the Likud, and they were just put out there by the opposition party as a stunt. And our prime minister says that right now it was a disgruntled Likud party member, and they're going to revoke his chairmanship in the committee, and the bill's not going to go anywhere without Likud support. And don't worry, friendships are strong. And I don't know what I think about all that. I'd like to know what you think about all that. You got Turkey, Erdogan, this guy who's kind of like this. He thinks he's the Messiah, the Mahdi, is that it? The Prince of Islam. And he says from Gaza to Syria, from the Gulf to Ukraine, no arrangement will be possible without Turkey's involvement. Like he wants to bring back the Turkish mandate, and it's just something seems so off kilter there. Off kilter. We're living in times you just got to be vigilant. You got to be alert. You got to be watchful. Be the watchmen and women praying and watching during this time. And we're watching that northern border. I'll tell you, it's literally serious what's going on in southern Lebanon with this Hezbollah trying to continue. You remember the massacre where they struck in Suaida? My friends were looking in Syria, right? Syria, where anyway, I'm not going to go into the details, but you have to keep your eye on the ball with the Druze community. Keep them safe there. Keep them safe from those jihadists. Keep southern Lebanon safe. And also Gaza needs to transform to become a place that can be safe. And, let me tell you this for sure. The Houthis are not done, although it seems like they're a little quieter. They said they'd quiet down if there was ceasefire would happen. They are a little quieter, but you think that we're going to trust them? The minute they regroup, they'll continue. They said that, all the Western world, all the shipping of the entire world was under attack by the Houthi terror group. As we gain some time tonight, right, the clocks fall back. So I guess it's at 2 o'clock, the clock will go back to 1 o'clock. So that means it says 1 o'clock, but really you gain a whole hour. And I just think God is going to restore these 2 years of terror, hiding in bomb shelters for families, businesses closed. I feel God's going to restore. The God of Israel is going to restore. And Zephaniah 3, verse 17, as we're looking at the pressure, as we're looking at this tipping point, it says in Zephaniah, the Lord your God's in your midst, the mighty one who saves you. He will quiet you by his love. He will exult over you with singing. He's going to sing over Israel. And so let's use this extra hour we have and just pray for rain. Pray for rain in Israel. We need water. The whole Middle East needs water. And that victory, full victory for Israel on all fronts. God bless you guys. Picking up a bunch of donations to give to poor people all over the Galilee, including Migdal Emek and Nazareth and Tiberias, Beit Shean. And this truck is going to be filled with goods. These pliers are really able to be handy for different missions. And yes. I know you're on a lot of dangerous missions. We are on.
Thank you, Aliyah Center.
God bless you.